Alright, people, let's do this one last time. My name is Jose L. Gonzalez. I was bitten by a radioactive Burnaby's card, and since 2019, I've been the one and only from the deck. Pretty sure you know the rest.
Welcome back everyone to From the Deck, and today I'm going to wear a mask, this beautiful mask. Not because I don't want to show my face and I'm very shy about my face, but because I haven't cut my hair in a long time, and also I haven't shaved my beard and whatever else. As a result, I'm unpresentable and I want to give you a good content, and I don't want to go out because honestly there's a hurricane right now outside, or somewhat of a hurricane, so I'm going to record this video with this mask and I hope that you can understand me just fine. Now, today I want to make a video about a very big problem that we have in Yu-Gi-Oh! If you have seen, or if you follow Kali Effects channel, you have seen the video where he talks about the biggest issue with Yu-Gi-Oh! During this 2021. And I got to say, I love the video. I think he is very consistent. He has the very big idea, this huge enormous analysis on the format, the products, etc. And I agree 100% with what he has said. So I'm not contrasting his video, I'm just giving it another version, another point of view basically. Because I think the problem goes a little bit deeper. It's not only the products that have been bad during 2021, it's something else that Konami hasn't done. And I think it's a very big problem, and as a result, Kali's Effect video makes more sense. If you haven't seen Kali's Effect video, I would recommend you to check it first, not because I'm going to refer to it, but because it is very good. You can check it on the description, or I'm going to leave it on whatever point, left or right, whatever. Now let's just start. What is the biggest problem in Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now? The format is stale. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of Eternal format, I'm going to refuse to call it the other way, but that's not the problem. The problem is that since 2018 that I have been playing, I have seen a constant or a couple of constants in every single deck. Now, every deck has its different versions, Sky Striker, Salamangreat, Virtual World, Rytron, whatever decks that you have seen during these formats are very different. They integrate different strategies, but they concentrate on the two exact same things. And as a result of that, I think the format is stale. And as far as products can go, once you reach the peak point, once you reach the best strategies, is everything downhill from there. Now, what do I mean by these two consistent points that I have seen? Number one, since 2018, every single deck that is in top is going first. Every single deck loves to go first. Loves to establish a board, plays through 2, 3, 4 hand traps, and doesn't let your opponent play. Even if it's by floodgating them, like Sky Striker, Thunder Dragon, Poltergeist, for example, if it's by negating like Dragon Link, Salamangreat, or if it's just by saying no to every card, saying you are not going to play. Every single deck that has made a top in 2021, 2020, 2019, and 2018 loves to go first. There are very few decks that have top that go second. And the second reason, or the second constant that I have seen, is that every single time, every single product we have seen so far has only made the point of making decks that are good going first. Look at the strategies that we have seen so far. Sky Striker, go first. Thunder, go first. Salamangreat, go first. Orcus, go first. Virtual World, go first. Dryton, go first. PK, go first. What's it called? Dogmatica, go first, with Shadows and Invoked, which is a 2017 thing. Every single card pool that has been added since 2018 is made to go first. Now, we have lesser known archetypes that come along these sets that complement them and fill up the pack, and those go second. Usually those go second. For example, the Ancient Warriors, as far as I have seen games with Ancient Warriors, I have seen that they go second. And going second against a deck that doesn't leave any interruption or doesn't leave a very constant pressure point are very good. Ancient Warriors is a very good deck going second in a specific environment and a specific format. No, for example, Addict Mister, which is not exactly a top deck but a rogue deck during this format, same thing. They like to go into Access Code Talker or OTKU. Going second, they're much more better than going first, because going first they leave Arrival Survivors, a couple of protections, and back row basically to stop you from playing, which any single deck can do, like for example Burning Abyss. But there are no decks that go second. Not a single deck during 2021, 2020, 2019, 2018 goes second. And this is because Konami doesn't release anything good going second. Now remember, the first part is that every single deck likes to go first. If every single deck loves to go first, what happens when you lose the raid roll? It is very important for you to win the raid roll in 2021. That shouldn't be like that. If this is what we are seeing so far, this is not happening. This should not be happening. Why? Because then the format, once it reaches this point, as I said, then it's all downhill. When was that point reached? 2020. Rise of the Duelists, Phantom Rage, and the Eternity Code, as Kali FX said. Those three single products basically made every going first strategy the best strategy. And we had Virtual War Triton release it later that year, but they're not as good as other strategies from 2020. And 2021, what has been featured? Warrock. You need the Battleface, go second. What else? The Utopia support, yeah, you can go first, but that doesn't really do anything. Going second is probably a lot better. I don't know, see? That's the problem. We don't have idea what do we want to do in 2021. Because if it doesn't go first and leaves a board, then it doesn't do anything. How can we fix this? How can Konami fix this? Because this problem is very big. I hope that my poor redacting and my poor telling you these things lets you see the full truth. But this is a very big issue. This is a very big problem, because if Konami keeps trying to sell us going second strategies that cannot compete with going first, which is going first right here, going second like right here, then we have to wait like 1-2 years to see the new best going first strategy. We need to rotate the format, not by eliminating everything else, but by making new cards, making a bigger card pool, where the card pool that goes second makes better, can do something. Now we have seen 1 or 2 cards during these years that facilitate going second strategies. That ruler no more. Forbidden Droplets. The first one is good, but doesn't let you kill your opponent. That is a problem. If you cannot see that is a problem, then it's a very fair card. That's a problem. We are playing very fair cards against not very fair decks. Forbidden Droplets. The cost is not a problem, because if you can play Forbidden Droplets in a deck realistically, your deck plays with the graveyard, so that's not a problem. The problem is getting them. Forbidden Droplets is expensive, and yet the reprint is coming, that's fine. But that's just still 3 cards against a full pool of cards that can leave a board and doesn't let you play even if you run the outs. And if you go into any Facebook group and you post like a going first board, they're going to tell you, yeah, this board dies to a specific 3-4 cards. That is the problem. It shouldn't be 3-4 cards. It should be more cards. We should have strategies that go second, that impact the meta, where going first is not an option, like very viable, because your opponent could be playing something that goes second and breaks your board. if we could have one or two strategies, just two strategies, that can go second, and a way of making all strategies that go second, for example, as I said, Ancient Warriors, or whatever other going second strategy from the last year that has been released, that likes to go second. If we get some cards that make those strategies go better, do better against these break my board situations, we could have an even bigger and diverse format, because then we are not just waiting for cards that just leave a board and do to their die roll. We are waiting for cards then that we can use against our opponent, and that gives us an opportunity to fight going second. And then the die roll doesn't mean anything, then the product gets better because now we have to contrarrest, give it a balance between going first, going second. If we keep these two in a balance, or we keep it like this and then like this and then like this, then the format gets very interesting and everyone can play their deck, and we can enjoy these new strategies that come up. For example, if we get some support from Warlock, where they can get to the battle phase directly, even by a generic card, if they can get to the battle phase without worrying about your opponents going first board, then they can probably do something. But we don't have those, because Konami is still focused on printing break my board decks. So if Konami wants to fix this, it's not only make better product, it's not only release better product, it's design better cards, design cards that go second, design strategies that don't go first, that they can go first, but they don't go first because going second gives you a reward. If we make strategies that are good, that go second, that gives you a reward for going second, and we put these going first strategies in a hurry, then we can feel excited for new product next that is upcoming. Because even if it's a going first or going second strategy, we have cards from recent products that helps our strategy to function, so we can buy new product and we still be fine because we have whatever. The first thing that Kali Effect opened with was that he opened a case of Dawn of Majesty, and he only got like 1 or 2 copies of a card from 12 or 16 boxes, I don't remember. That is the price card, or the most expensive card basically. And why is that? Because everything else is not as good, everything else is very fair basically. And if they don't go first, then they don't work basically. So if we had cards in the recent products that go second, that gives us an opportunity, that gives players an opportunity to fight or to consistently remove these going first boards, then we can get excited for these tier 2 archetypes that like to go second, or that they have a hard time with dealing with interruptions, but they can go second. You see what I mean? If, for example, if we have that ruler without the restriction, let's say that ruler, but it doesn't prevent you from inflicting battle damage, which is the most important type of damage in Yu-Gi-Oh! If we had that ruler without the damage restriction, some strategies could play it in the main deck. You could even play in the main deck in a regular deck, because then you can play it, and then any single strategy from now till later, you're getting excited because you say, I play triple that ruler no more on main, and I can play through and get a reward from that. But no, we don't have those type of cards, we don't have those type of formats. And at least in my point of view, if we had something like that, if we have a way of dealing with going second strategies, then Konami can print any single archetype going first, going second, doesn't matter. Because then we have the answers. We have, and if they keep printing generic going first, going second cards that helps dealing with an outer balance or imbalance basically, then we can get excited for any new strategy, because then we know how to balance and how to counter these different levels. Because right now, if some strategies are right here and the others are right here, then you have to play this. Doesn't matter what Konami prints. Even if they print a strategy that goes second, and like they make OTK directly. They make 1600 damage. Doesn't matter. Because you don't have a way to dealing with the port. And you still have to be playing Virtual World, Drytron, Salaman Great, whatever. But that is my opinion. I would love to hear what you guys think about this. And if you're feeling jealous, you can subscribe to me, and I promise that I will take the mask off for the next videos. So, see you later, guys, and have a good day. See you.